everyone! Oh my god, I'm so sorry for being so late. I decided to switch to... I normally use OBS, and I'm using OBS right now. But I decided to just transition to OBS Streamlabs. The problem is, for some reason, it was not tracking. It couldn't capture VTuber Studio, which was really annoying. I have to find a way to fix that. So for now, we're back to OBS Studio. Something else that I need to tell you. So we're kinda in the middle of a thunderstorm. Every now and then there's a thunder. If something goes out, if the stream goes down, you know why. I don't expect that it's going to be that bad. If the sound doesn't sound right, please tell me in the comments. If my dog opens the door, that's because he's afraid of thunderstorms, and he starts to get kind of weird. And finally, no, I think that's it. I think you can... No, so I think everything is going to be fine. Today, we're going to be playing The Great Ace Attorney, which is one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game. It's a spin-off from Ace Attorney, but this time, instead of being in the future, or future in the 90s, present time right now, it's set in the late 1800s. And finally, yes, you have my permission to cuddle with my... Oh, wait, you have full permission to cuddle with your dog if it's scared. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, but it's such a big dog, though. So, let's get on with it, I think. Hello, oh, sorry, I didn't say hello to everyone. Okay, so, hello, Barry, hello, Carl, hello, Emily Bird. Thank you so much for joining me today. And without further ado, let's get started. Let's get started. Let's start from the beginning. Fortunately, I have both games. So if we finish this one, we can just play the second one as well. The songs of this one is pretty good.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great
so
waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution
He is
washed over the
adorable.
land,
He's a border
making life
collie.
in the
He's really
capital
cute.
exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Dun dun dun! It's us! Yonosuke Naruhodo! Dude, if I mispronounce any name... Oh, Emily! Oh, you gotta go already? That's fine. Thank you for hopping in. Oh, Ace Attorney is so fun. It's really fun. It's so dumb sometimes, but it's really fun. Okay, so November, Supreme Courts of Judicature, Defendants and Chambers 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Hmm? What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares, murderer. Sorry. My name is Ryonosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given him his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him like a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Oh. Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yes, of course, sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. Ha 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 ha. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. I thought I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by a student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me, I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up, hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Hi, Ghost. No, you're not late, we just started, because I was really late. My lawyer is a ninja. I believe he's basically a samurai, which is really cool. My samurai lawyer best friend. Best friend. Right, in Ace Attorney. Anyway. No, that's fine. So do you guys notice that his ribbons always float? It makes me think of that scene in the Spider-Verse where the Spider Noir says, "Oh, wind follows me everywhere," even in the basement. It's really funny. I really like that movie. It's probably my favorite one. Kazuma Hasogi, my best friend, also in his second year of Yume University. But he's far more clever than I am. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. One thing that kind of bothers me in Ace Attorney games is that at all times they kind of read your mind. Because Ryunosuke was clearly just thinking about how awesome his friend is, and then Kazuma was like, "It's not as impressive. I can read your mind." My gosh, I finally someone who mentions Into the Spider-Verse. I'm really excited for the new movie. It's coming out in June, I think. I don't know when it comes to Portugal, but I'm really excited to see that one too. Also, can we just appreciate the fact that he's going to bring a sword into the courtroom and no one is going to say a thing? Oh, watch it! Barry Mason, watch it. I believe it's on Netflix? I think it's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, go for it. It's really good. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much yet. I am sorry. It was my mug. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know! I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. Oh, there's no Phoenix, which is really sad. I didn't get the trilogy or the complete collection of Ace Attorney because I kind of knew the story of the trilogy already and I wanted to be surprised. So I got the spin-off, but I kind of want to play the original as well because Phoenix is so funny. I really want to play Apollo Justice though, but I can't seem to find a way to play that game. I also would love to play the crossover between Ace Attorney and Professor Layton. Sus vibes from Ryunosuke. Do you think he's guilty or do you think... Okay, so the funny thing about Ace Attorney is that they never like explicitly say that two characters love each other, but you can kind of read the subtext, so just throwing out there. It's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around this temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. See, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Ghost. They really have... Come on, you can tell me that they didn't write Ryunosuke and Kazuma as a couple. Come on. Come on. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. You'll see in English class tomorrow then, partner. Partner. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asogi, may I have a word? There she is! Professor, I didn't know you were coming. It was a really short date. Well, this class has personal significance to me. This case, sorry. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chamber. To His Excellency's chamber? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there might be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Renosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks, Sakazuma. I love her hairstyle, it's so cute. So awkward. Thank you, Renosuke. Ah, this is so awkward. If I may. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant, Ryonosuke Naruhodo, I believe? Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name before. From Kazuma. Oh, Ghost, do you think I'm constantly tripping over myself, though. Yeah, bringing a sword to the courtroom. Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time, I'm gonna tell you right now. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. Best friends, that's what they always say in the history books. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again. What? Ah, as I suspected. You were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi might have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas studies. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. Thank you, Carl. The girl or him is the murderer. The girl. So it's either Sosato or Ryonosuke or Mikotoba. Sorry, I was just drinking tea. I've been brewing a bit of tea before streams. Today is a cold day, so I got like a warm apple cinnamon tea. Anyway, I don't believe it, but I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand, once proceedings get underway. But then, what should I do? Yes, it's my favorite one. It's really good. It's actually just apple tea with a stick of cinnamon. It always tastes like apple pie, that's why I like it so much. Yeah. Mikotoba gives you guilty vibes. Okay, well, we'll see. I'm a red panda. If I was a raccoon, I'd probably go with the grayish color palette. But I do have... Well, it's not my natural hair color, but I have ginger hair, that's why I chose the red panda. I could choose a fox, but I had just watched... what's it called? turning red. So I was kind of in a red panda mood. Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do? But what will the question be? Surely not, do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant. Oh, I never noticed. They kinda go up a bit. That's cute. That's so cool. I love subtle animation like that. Oh, Barry. Okay. See you soon then. Thank you for joining us. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It would seem our how the hell do you read that? Surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. Okay. We'll say it like that. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. That's so mean. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lays ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. Oh, nice! You plugged the charger. Okay. Welcome back then. Surreptitious? Oh, thank you, Carl. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. Ooh, let's go! We're going to go to trial! Okay, 9 a.m. Supreme Court of the Judicature, Courtroom 2. Oh, look at that! He's so nervous! Oh, baby, come on. So this is a courtroom? Look at him. That's so funny. Yes! Yes, Barry, of course. Thank you. Oh, Barry is right. Carl's frog is so cute. Okay, so no court in the land has more power. Look at all the details. Look at the model. It's so pretty. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded that this is a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Ryunosuke. Oh! You know, the original judge looks really goofy, but this one shows some respect. Welcome back, Ghost. Oh, today's trial is the first one, so the prosecutor is not It's not the good one. It's ouchie. So, like, the great-great-great-grandfather of... What's his name in English? The guy... What's his name? The supposedly rookie destroyer that never wins? Pence. Pence Payne? Something like that. As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocates. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedures is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to the trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendants in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the prosecutor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? I do, obviously, because there's really no game if I answer otherwise. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here besides the defendant, I hope it's clear. Yes! Oh. Yes! Look at that! He's so nervous. Look at those eyes. Goddamn. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I'd like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? I'm sorry, I'm reading this chat. We need drama. Let's go. Let's go. Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that really. It's just that, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes, I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have snuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent, he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. Dude, I love these animations. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Oh, well, the lip sync is kinda weird because it's originally a Japanese game. so they'll have like the Japanese mouth shapes, as if it were spoken in Japanese, you know. It does. He always has like a different hairstyle. It's actually really cool, and it's always something to do with. I'm not gonna go there yet. The sun, yeah. Dragon Ball Z, like the video games or the show. Well, I'm noticing you guys have like different emojis, like the heart ones. How'd you do that? I really wanted to do emotes for the stream, but I don't think I can. Not on YouTube anyway. I think I can do it on Twitch, but not on YouTube. That would be amazing. Drawing my OCs in Ace Attorney style, that would be so cool. And I really need to put like different styles on my portfolio. I guess I could like choose a few things and draw my characters in that style. That would be really cool. I'm thinking about doing drawing my magical girls in other magical girls series, because I've seen a few people doing it. I've seen Jinja Ninja OWO doing it, and it's really it was really fun to watch. I kind of want to do the same. There's an emoji button on the side of the typing bar. It's specific to YouTube though. Oh, bye Barry. See you later. Hold on. Oh, it's specific to YouTube. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Bye, Barry. Oh, thank you, Barry. You're welcome anytime. Next week I'm thinking about an art stream. If my sis said you're so slow. Oh, okay. You okay. That's fine. You just deleted it. That's fine. That's fine. Sorry. So yeah, let's get to the game. Sorry, I am going kind of slow. I kind of want to interact with you guys as well. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. Perpetrated. Jeez. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very high standards of conduct are expected for all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So, let's start with the very simplest of questions. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But, wait. Oh no. Oh, I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information of this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of R. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. I just have to press R for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you've done, just press B to go back. Okay. 51, 23. We're really young. So John H. Wilson. That is, by the way, the stand-in for John H. Watson. Because, yes, we have Sherlock Holmes in this game. Technically, Sherlock Holmes because of copyright. But yeah, let's go. Go back. Wilson. So remember, everything you do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now you'd better not keep Its Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record and press X to present. Try it now.
Yes!
Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was visiting professor from England. Invited to Yumi University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of the Englishman has been spilled on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yumi University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? Madoka Magica would be really cool. I have to think about it. I want to put them in like shows that I don't know, that aren't as used. Let's see if you can say that. But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities. Is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh, there we go. Back to the dates. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello. So I went over to the professor's table. Oh, Ryanosuke is so cute. Look at that, shy boy. And introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency? How did the Professor of Medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. The cause of death? Well, obviously that was, Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up with evidence. By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. Okay, so death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Can I... Okay. Single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. Okay. And present. Oh, look at that.
Yes!
Yeah, Ryunosuke is really shy. I kinda do the same thing too. According to this document, yeah, just do that with the paper like you're actually reading it, Ryunosuke. Okay, anyways, sorry. According to this document, the victim suffered Dude, it did the same thing I did. A hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. Come on, Ouchie. Don't diss me like that. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects the corpse to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions by that way. Ooh, that's... Yeah, that's not very conclusive, is it? Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. Dude, you are. You definitely are. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. In black and white and everything. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. Using the word assume when talking about something as important as this, but I mean, it's Ace Attorney, we're going to draw conclusions, like we're going to be improvising for most of the trial. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this more than scientific evidence into the record. Modern. The photographic print of the victim has been entered in the court records. Okay, so a photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot from the front, in the chest, and subsequently died. Oh no, you can't take this game seriously. It's not as good if you take it seriously. You kinda have to take it in a jokey way. Because it's really good if you don't take it too seriously. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Oh. Okay. Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with these facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness. Who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened? This is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikutoba? Yes, clearly, you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Well, my first piece of evidence is Rain in that crazy look of bewilderness and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in that crazy headband that controls the cold stares and control the cold stares first. Oh, look at that. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course, my name is Satoru Osonaga. I am the head waiter at the Western-style restaurant called Le Carnaval. Oh? Okay. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, Oh, don't do that. That's a white towel. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Oh, he has such a sweet smile. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of those district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago. Understood. Osonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Dude, I don't know. In like the Victorian era, like health was crazy. It's actually probably tuberculosis, which is even more concerning, right? Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? Oh, you funny guy. It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at the time. Of the dinners. At 2 p.m? The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. There was hardly anyone else in the place. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. No, it's actually more concerning. Tuberculosis is more concerning. Have I met cops? Oh. Okay, I'm guessing you don't want me to answer that. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes!
Yes! Yes, I was there! I did it! You didn't do it. Hold on, let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor besides the professor, I didn't shoot him. Ryunosuke, come on! Why would B run towards the gunshot? I'd be in the other direction. He was sitting though. I didn't shoot him. Oh my god, the voice acting. Oh my god, it's such an ouchy voice. Very convincing, right? I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness report of what he saw. You amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay, Coral. Let's see. Why would... Oh yeah, so like, why would he go towards the gun? Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around that table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. So... Oh yeah, now your Coral's name is Fargo, right? So, I don't know if it was even fired from that gun. You know, it can... There might have been another gun. I don't quite remember exactly how this case went. So, let's explore a little bit more and see what we unravel. Yeah, I mean, it's the first case, so he's going to be able to find himself innocent, but it really doesn't look good for him. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around that table? What's the matter, Ryunosuke? That's just not right! When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello... Oh? There was a woman sitting opposite to him at his table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Interject, obviously.
Yes!
Yes! Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that you accused this mere student is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Osonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy? No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it! I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Oh. Please, have a look at it if you'd like to. Okay. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment layout. Drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well, is there a problem? And the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. The waiter's business card has been entered into the court record. Dude, he is so sick. So, the court has now heard presses of the case. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity of the victim was the defendant in trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Huh? Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency? If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. Unsworn? No, that's not right. Hold on. If he's talking to the court, he needs to be sworn in, so we have sure as you can be, right? That he isn't lying. You can't do that. He has to be sworn in. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has evidence, decisive evidence, from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. Huh? What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You've said it, Professor Miktaba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing to now to throw that trust back in my face. Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Renosuke. Huh? Ella! That's a strong fist. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. I'm sorry, I really spoke really loud back there. Sorry. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Got carried away, sorry. Prosecutor Auchi, please continue with the proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. That's so cringy. You have Kazuma's hairstyle? That's... Oh, Kazuma's hairstyle is so cool. In a few short moments from now, That dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Ouchie, come on. The prosecution calls its first witnesses. Very well, officer. Bring forth the witness at once. Oh, look at that. Witnesses, kindly state your name and occupations for the court. Yeah, no one's reacting. The only one that reacted was Ryunosuke. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant. Yes, Sanosa. I love it. The names for Ace Attorney are so funny. I love it. Oh my god. Reporting for duty, sir. Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the effluence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd district. Yurio Korekuta, at your service. I think I read it wrong, actually. I think I read it. I'm drunk. I was kinda sorry. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Oh, that jumped a frame. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And now, not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. Dude, I'm having so much trouble reading the stuff the old man is saying. Dubstep. That would be funny. Yes, an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnaval. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnaval because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative! The enemy unit has been attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. I just heard a baby. What's going on there? Hold on. No? Okay. Let's see the next one then. This man is as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure that... right? Sure, I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. So this is the decisive evidence that the persecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir. Unsavory memories of the most acerbic afternoon. Oh, he's shaking! Hold on, actually, before we see the testimony, I want to see the court record and I want to see the waiter's thing. So, okay. Here was the guy. Okay. Maybe it won't be necessary. Not for now, anyway. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious absconded precious curio. Well, so you, Sergeant Nossa, actually witnessed the vital moment? You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim? Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. Dude, the guy has a sword. Not a sword, but like a... Dude! What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day. Dude, that cannot be in the courtroom. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? Yes, all I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Not a very good excuse, because that looks really, really bad. Ingesting a steak. Yeah, that sounds really gross. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. Oh? I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up... Bang! Bang! See? That's kinda normal! Like he saw... Okay, kinda normal, right? He saw the gun, he thought he didn't hurt a gunshot, and he gave the gun! Oh, well, he was going to give the gun, and then he heard a gunshot. This is like sounding really bad for Ryunosuke. One guy has a knife, another guy has a sword, one guy was choking and coughing blood. This is a very hot courtroom. Yeah, I think it's going to get a lot hotter in the next cases. And somewhere in these two witnesses that's... Oh, actually, oops. I didn't read the other one. Hold on. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was. There is. Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now! As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony to the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore... Yes. Oh, yes? What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to cross-examination. Oh, come on, he has the right. Come on. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Achimeki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. Momo is technically the correct name for the character. So yeah, you can call me Momo if you want. I actually prefer Momo. Momopurin it's kinda too long. It's a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
Oh? The defense is asserting its right to cross-examination. Yes, you can call me Momo if you want. The art style is really good. I feel like maybe you kind of find it weird because it's a 3D model. If you're thinking it's a 2D model, it kind of looks off. But it is a 3D model. As a 3D artist, I look at this and I'm like, dude, I wish I could see like the textures and the shader editor to see how they did this. I'm really fascinated by it. I think I have an idea of how they did it. But God, it's so... I love it. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Gulp. He did it! Kazama is awesome. Kazama is so commanding. Very well. I think there's storm. It's so weird to be storming at in the beginning of summer, right? So weird. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. How? Which means you didn't fire the gun, which means that the soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but it's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence. Right. Evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witnesses is lying. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. Alright then, it's all or nothing! Ryunosuke is like, they didn't do it exactly like Phoenix, and I actually love it. Okay. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Okay, so to me, I feel like this is fine. This is fine as well. At the the precise moment the firearm was discharged, I observed the enemy's actions with my own eye. So I'm gonna press this one.
Yes!
So you're saying that you actually saw me at that time? Affirmative. I saw you, laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian. Okay. I love that animation. It's so funny. But that's impossible. I only... Allow me to confirm just one point, please. What's that, Private? Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that you must have been just it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table. And so, what if it was? Well, if that really is the case, it would mean you didn't, in fact, see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun. And double R! My sixth sense. Sorry? My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind. Which means a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, Cadet. Surely that was not really possible, is it? Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't see danger in the air, son? Well, it would seem this soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed. This is not good. The black uniformed Veracity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back the cowardly little weasel. Oh ho ho! From the back, you say? I'm gonna press first.
Yes!
Because I always press first, just in case. So this black uniformed university cadet, you're saying that it was... I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet. Who else do you see around here in a black uniform, huh? Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but... It was you, you little weasel! You unloaded the firearm on that man. From behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me. Oh, I missed it! Oh, I missed it! Oh my god, I missed it. I'm so sorry. There was this, like, really funny part where Ryunosuke just stares at the camera. And I missed it. I'm so sorry. What is it, Ryunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the courtroom. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witnesses just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face and make him choke on it. Okay. Kazuma, you can't... Okay. I was on my hands and knees. Okay, I can't. Let's present. From the back. Okay, so we either show this gunshot to the chest or show this front. So I'm gonna present this one. Little Nightmares is really good. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? thrusting some photographic print in my mustache. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What a nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. I think this proved beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. It's so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Kazuma, what are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. Hi Barry, welcome back. We're doing cross-examination right now. What? Sergeant, yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed Veracity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
Yes!
But no, that just can't be the case. And why not, cadet? Because... He's just looking at Kazuma like, come on, tell me. Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the witness from the behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? It's already 6 p.m. Oh, what is that? What is that? Okay, I'm gonna have to end stream in just a little bit. Because I have something to do. I'm gonna try to go till maybe 6.5. I hope it's enough. I'm sorry, I was late, I'm sorry. Oh, What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm, discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on that delicious, like carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Yesanosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. You go, Kazuma. Ooh! There's been a more complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. Oh, welcome, a turnabout. I think he's cute. I think he's a cute baby. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
Yes, I was not. All I did was pick up off the floor. Then you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. Myself, I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interests me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Franklin and Bush? Is that like a... I have to... What's it about? It's about lawyers? It's like a criminal thing? Because I really like crime shows. They're really cool, I think. No, he's not looking at Ryunosuke. Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Oh! Oh, okay. Hold on, old man. Isn't that an antique? Okay. Indeed, the Hoihera Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop, Razute, in the hope of the meeting of a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under the scrutiny, it was to the military man that I preferred my Hoi treasure. Believed that you would purchase such a rare find, I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes to the briefest of moments, was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I headed it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoe treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the con in the end? No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Oe Koban was lost to me. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prized con for himself. Interesting. Yes, as I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph by this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony this court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Aoshi? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have bled a tiger at front gates, but you will not find a wolf at the back. Huh? My witness have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution allegations. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Oh, there he is again. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name Aido. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Aido, tension! Your father is about to quill the enemy. Oh, that's so cute. Watch and learn, my boy. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment of the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was. That young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman over and out.
Yes!
They do. They do ship Kazuma and Ryunosuke. No, I can't say favorites. I can't take favorites, sorry. He does talk like Yoda. Sorry, Very, I can't have favorites. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of this outburst already. But there was a woman! There was a young woman at this table! You must have seen her! Everyone there must have seen her. If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. Ooh, is that... it's about two lawyers, but it's more of a comedy form. If you like crime shows, you should watch Cold Case Law or it's... Oh, I love comedy though. Oh, I really have to watch that. Oh, I never watched... Oh, Barry, thank you for understanding. I never watched the Baby Yoda show, The Mandalorian. I kind of have to watch it though. Everyone seems to like it a lot. Anyway, if you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the courts and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. Oh, then I have to watch it. I have to watch it then. Yes, I do know My Hero Academia. I've started to read My Hero. Not my no my. Calm down. Okay. I have to see The Mandalorian because I was responding to Coral. And yes, I do know, responding now to Barry, I do know My Hero Academia. I watched a little bit of the first season and I did read 2 of the manga volumes. I really have to pick it up because it's almost done, right? It's almost like it's the final chapter, the final season. I have to pick it up because I see clips everywhere and I end up watching it, right? But I really need to watch the full show. I'm really curious, actually. I really like the story. It is like a really fun premise. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. Okay. Okay, Barry. See you in a bit. I'm sorry. No, actually, it was not a good photographic print to show that. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic print to the record. The photographic print was added. Bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. But that's not true. But that's not true! I saw her! I saw her! I swear that I saw a woman with him! It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that Taketsushi Auchi will have contributed to the amity of these 2 great empires is an honor. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick, understood? Rules can be so unbending at times. That's why they're rules. Huh? Okay, cross-examination. Let's see. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the fireman... it's almost the same thing. It is not, but let's see the next one. Yes, pointing his gun at the fireman. He was... I did see... Furthermore, a visual search of the person was the only personnel present. How did you know that? When he was the Englishman dining all by himself. Okay, I'm gonna press the first one. Let's press. Yes. No. It's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fleeting cadet. I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it is undeniably fact that I blink. That made no sense! What the hell? Have what? Tension! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Kirikuta-san? Yes, pointing the gun at the foreman, he was the young lad in black that I myself could see. Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at the point in time, but I've told you already that's only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I had just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, bang! A gunshot rang in my ears. Full of events beyond our control, life is. Sorry, what do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor, and I find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Dude, don't spoil stuff! Dude, you just... I know you erased a comment earlier. You could have done the same thing. Come on. Anyway, furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were only personnel present.
Yes!
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection!
As you have been at pains to point out time and time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there's been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at the time of day and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Hot clinic? Oh no! Hot clinic! Oh my god. Okay, if you know the main series, there's this like disgusting character. And he's... Oh my god. And his clinic is called Hottie Clinic. And this is most certainly like a reference to that. Oh my god, that guy is so disgusting. Oh, I hate it. And it appears more than once too. Oh my god. Uh, 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. Wanna bet on that? I wonder, what do you think, Ryunosuke? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the courtroom as evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report card to be submitted as evidence? Yes, absolutely.
Yes!
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witnesses' testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival... Oops, I touched something. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection!
Go, Kazuma! Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Oh, well, that's a shame, because Aochi appears in every game. Very well, the court will grant the defense's request, but you're going to like the ending of this case. Because it does get something for... Anyway, not gonna spoil it. Very well, the court will grant the defense's request. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's the most disturbing trend. Oh my god, this guy. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. The victim's medical report card has been entered. Okay, let's see it. What we need right now is new clues. So let's see. First, let's see the picture. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Medical report card, let's see. Oh, I can't examine it. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Oh, okay, they're gonna teach us that now. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witness testimonies have no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korekuta-san. No, it was not directed. Sorry, it was not directed actually. Sorry. No, it's fine, Ghost. It's fine. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself. Oh, maybe now I can see my my court records, my thingy. I can't. That's so annoying. Okay. Alone he was, the Englishman dining all by himself. Therefore, no other than the black uniform could have dispatched over and out. Oh, thank you. That's good. Cause like spoiling for me it's kind of fine, right? But if someone saw it and they didn't want spoiler, I would be kinda I would feel kinda bad because I wouldn't want that. So thank you, Ghost, for erasing it. So let me press the statement.
Yes!
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did you? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. He's hesitating a lot. That I did. Forgive me for posing for the position I placed you in. So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one. No. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. Oh my god, what's happening with my model? Hold on. Let me put my computer a little bit further. Okay. Much better. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter though. Oh, my TV is going to turn off. Okay. The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they are all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Can I now see? Read along was. Present. I just want to see this. Because I know this is the right answer. I'm gonna present it. That statement contradicts the facts as demonstrated by this evidence. Oh no, as far as I can tell, there is nothing untowards about this evidence. Oh, I'm gonna be penalized. Pull yourself together. I got penalized. God damn it. And I know I'm right. Maybe I need to press everything.
Yes!
Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say, Cadet? I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed, but for both of you to fail to see the professor's dining companion, it's just not possible. Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's right, I need to go. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Coral. So, let's see. I'm gonna try to... I really wanted to go to finish at least the first part of the trial. We're not able to do it, right? So, what we're going to do is, next week I'm going to try to do an art stream, because I have a little bit more time today, this week. But I still have to turn in things, so I don't know if I'm going to be able. If I'm not able to do an art stream, it's probably going to be a continuation of this stream. So, we'll see. It's probably going to be an art stream though, because I do love art streams better to talk with you guys, and I think you guys also like art streams better. There's also more people watching art streams, so probably you guys like it more. So we're gonna leave it here for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm so sorry for being late today. And sorry for having to leave at this hour. I really have to leave, so sorry. Well, thank you so much once again, and until next time, bye! Thank you so much!